Embark in a literary journey through the timeless wisdom and wit of Jane Austen with our curated collection of quotes. As one of the most beloved novelists in English literature, Austen's words offer a delightful blend of sharp observation, social commentary, and a keen insight into human relationships. Immerse yourself in the elegance of her prose as she navigates the complexities of love, society, and the human spirit. Whether you're a devoted Austen enthusiast or a newcomer to her world, these quotes encapsulate the charm and brilliance that have made her novels enduring classics. Subscribe now to experience the enchanting world of Jane Austen's quotes and discover why her words continue to captivate hearts across generations. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. There is nothing I would not do for those who are really my friends. I have no notion of loving people by halves. It is not my nature. Friendship is certainly the finest balm for the pangs of disappointed love. I declare, after all, there is no enjoyment like reading. How much sooner one tires of anything than of a book. The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not pleasure in a good novel must be intolerably stupid. To be fond of dancing was a certain step towards falling in love. It isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do. There is no charm equal to tenderness of heart. I hate to hear you talk about all women as if they were fine ladies instead of rational creatures. None of us want to be in calm waters all our lives. A lady's imagination is very rapid. It jumps from admiration to love, from love to matrimony in a moment. A large income is the best recipe for happiness I ever heard of. Life seems but a quick succession of busy nothings. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. To sit in the shade on a fine day and look upon verdure is the most perfect refreshment. Nobody minds having what is too good for them. I wish, as well as everybody else, to be perfectly happy, but like everybody else, it must be in my own way. Surprises are foolish things. The pleasure is not enhanced, and the inconvenience is often considerable. It is not every day that we are needed. I cannot speak well enough to be unintelligible. For what do we live, but to make sport for our neighbors and laugh at them in our turn? There is nothing like employment, active, indispensable employment, for relieving sorrow. It is particularly incumbent on those who never change their opinion to be secure of judging properly at first. Business, you know, may bring you money, but friendship hardly ever does. To love is to burn, to be on fire. One cannot be always laughing at a man without now and then stumbling on something witty. Where an opinion is general, it is usually correct. One man's ways may be as good as another's, but we all like our own best. To flatter and follow others, without being flattered and followed in turn, is but a state of half enjoyment. The more I see of the world, the more am I dissatisfied with it. I am not afraid of being overpowered by the impression. It will pass away soon enough. There is a stubbornness about me that never can bear to be frightened at the will of others. My courage always rises at every attempt to intimidate me. It is always incomprehensible to a man that a woman should ever refuse an offer of marriage. I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine. A lady without a family was the very best preserver of furniture in the world. We all know him to be a proud, unpleasant sort of man, but this would be nothing if you really liked him. One cannot be too careful in the choice of one's enemies. Silly things do cease to be silly if they are done by sensible people in an impudent way. There are people who the more you do for them, the less they will do for themselves. To be sure, you knew no actual good of me, but nobody thinks of that when they fall in love. One man's ways may be as good as another's, but we all like our own best. It is not time or opportunity that is to determine intimacy. It is disposition alone. 7 years would be insufficient to make some people acquainted with each other, and 7 days are more than enough for others. I cannot make speeches, Emma. If I loved you less, I might be able to talk about it more. To be fond of dancing was a certain step towards falling in love. I am not a great reader, and I have pleasure in many things. These quotes capture Jane Austen's wit, social commentary, and keen understanding of human nature.